How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Zwift race. This one is the second and final race in the Zwift Academy for the year, which is, sort of exciting. I don't know what happens at the end of the Zwift Academy. I'm guessing just like an extra kit, something like that. But I guess it's sort of exciting. It's the first time I've done a complete Zwift Academy because I've only been Zwifting for about a year, but so it feels accomplished. The other interesting thing about this race being part of the Zwift Academy is because this year they require those two races, and obviously I've been doing a bunch of races before this one, but I feel like maybe some of these riders in this race haven't been. So it's the first race for some of these guys. A little course information. So this is C category, as always for me at the moment, and it's a decent size. It's a 78 people in the race, and it's on the Richmond course. This is the Cobbled climbs in Richmond, and I don't think I've done this actual course before. I have done Richmond a couple of times, but I think there's a couple of different routes that they do. So I don't think that I've done this one for a race before, but it's sort of a fun one. There's some hills to it, so you see the profile down there, and it's interesting because it starts out relatively tame, as much as a couple of people say, like, fast start, that kind of thing. But in reality, actually, I'm thinking this is quite slow. So I'm perfectly happy with that. I mean, I'm feeling good so far. So nice pack. A couple of people try to take off, but nothing sticks. So. I'm happy kind of sitting in the pack here, and then we'll see what happens on the first climbs. Like I said, this is the first time that I've done, I think, this individual course. So what I'm thinking is I really, unlike the last race, if you haven't watched the last video, I don't want to miss anything that happens in the first couple of climbs, but I also don't want to burn all my matches for those climbs. So I'm a little bit surprised that as we get into the first climb here, so we'll sort of kind of start the climb, and I find myself at the front quite a bit, which is interesting. I'm not used to that. I don't take the front very often. I'm not one to set the pace typically. I tend to just try to hang out in the back. So I kind of attribute this to the new racers, people that haven't raced much before. They're trying to take it easy. So I'm kind of surprised that nobody attacks here. There are a couple of people that say, like, well, this is the first lap and everything, and I don't feel like I'm attacking. I kind of just feel like this is a typical race. So I was a little surprised at that, but. So we make it to, there's kind of two little bumps, and then, some nice downhills. I'm a lighter rider, as I've said before, so the downhills I actually do have to push a little bit. But we're still basically all together. I see some people kind of off the front, but in my mind, I'm thinking everything's probably coming back together. There's a nice downhill here, and then there's a long, well, compared to the other ones, a relatively long hill going on at the end of the lap. And so it's 2 laps. So I'm feeling pretty good here, actually. have been looking recently at my what do they call it, watt balance. It's like the I think Strava does it, or the Sauce on Strava does it. The Sauce update or extension. They kind of tell you how many watts you have remaining, and this is, I think it's based on like your FTP, your threshold, and then it kind of calculates how long you can hold it above threshold. So I've been looking at that quite a bit recently, and this race I feel like I was doing quite well through most of it. So I was happy with the performance so far. So the first couple climbs, decreased that watt balance a little bit, but I was feeling okay. So the goal up this third climb, I guess, was to really just kind of hang with the front pack and see a couple people, sort of in front of me, but only by a second or two. So I figured I could always close that gap, and I do. So we're all together. Not all together. I mean, there's maybe 15 of us or so in the front, and again, I kind of find myself on the front again, which is sort of abnormal. I don't feel like I'm attacking. I feel like this is sort of typical Zwift racing. You can see by my power in the bottom. I mean, I'm not pushing super hard. I'm not pushing like way into the red or anything like that. So I was a little bit surprised that nobody was off the front, but I'm happy with that. And still feeling pretty good. So we kind of go up this climb, and then on the flat and the downhill, you'll see some things happening. So once we get close to the top, you'll see this guy's kind of putting in a little bit of an attack, and I'm not too worried yet. It's still a relatively big group behind me, probably down to maybe 10 or so. So I think it's probably a little too soon for an attack, and that's kind of a theme. So this one guy kind of attacks, and then this guy with the Tron bike over here also kind of attacks or kind of rides away. And I'm certainly tired at the moment. You can see my heart rate's is high. This is about 175ish, so like max is like 181, 182. So I am tired, but I'm also thinking we got a whole nother lap to go. They'll probably they have a hard time staying away by themselves. So I think on the next the downhill and then the flat section, I can probably work with the group behind to catch them. So I think this is probably my mistake. I probably should have tried to jump across to these guys. So you'll see in a bit, gradually, kind of one by one, people make the jump across, which is a little bit annoying, because I do feel like I probably could have done that, but I was trying to stay in this group and have something left for the end. So yeah, a little bit annoying. You see these guys sort of jump ahead, so I probably could have done that, but that's my mistake, and I made a mistake on the last race as well. So I guess I'm learning a bit. I do end up a little bit better on this one. I end up I think live results, I think I ended up 9th. I think Zwift Power has me something like 7th, something like that. So, yeah, pretty good. The numbers similar to the last race. Average power 207 and then 3.3 watts per kilo. So, right about what I've been doing pretty consistently for the last few races. And you'll see on these little climbs as we speed up. This group in front, I mean, they're still relatively close. So I'm still thinking they're sort of coming back, but I also see their number growing a little bit. So I'm slightly concerned. And then it's kind of right about now where I'm thinking, uh-oh, there's nobody left in my group. Everybody made the jump to the front group. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in no man's land through these couple little kickers through here, and then the last climb. The last climb, I think I was thinking basically just try not to get caught by the guy behind, and that was my overall goal. Don't get caught by that guy, and I don't. I don't get caught by that guy, which is good. And I do sort of deplete myself on this last slightly longer climb, longer kicker type thing. I don't know if it has a name or not, but the finish is basically at the top. So thinking, try to stick as close as I can to the guy in front of me, and then don't get caught. So that was my thoughts. But yeah, I mean, overall, not too bad. A little disappointed that I missed jumping across to that front group. I feel like I probably could have done that. Just like the last race, I probably could have jumped across. So, yeah, I'm learning on these things, that I probably, if I see something like that happening, I could probably make an effort to try to stay up there. So that's on me. But yeah, so thanks for watching this one. It's not super exciting for the finish, so just sort of coast in here. But I do not get caught as much as the guy behind me puts in a big effort. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. And I have one more race that I've done this week. So it's been a kind of a busy week for me. So I'll try to get that up also in the next couple of days. But until then, yeah, thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time.